Good Erev Shabbos, everybody.
Erev Shabbos.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to give a little Dvar Torah, and then we'll have David is going to lead us tonight. Correct, David?
Correct.
Yeah, got the right one. Okay. In this week's parsha, we have several important events, but one event that isn't really discussed that much is Yitzchak and his desire to find a well. So Rabbi Foreman discusses this. I'm not going to go into all the depth that he discussed, but we don't know that much about Yitzchak's character. So by analyzing whatever little things we have from him, we get a little better understanding of who he is and how he developed. So in the beginning, Hashem says, don't go to Mitzrayim. Al Tered Mitzrayima. He says, go to the land that I will tell you. So Yitzchak listens, and Hashem says to him, Ki lecha ulezarecha eten et kol ha'artzot ha'el. For unto thee and unto thy seed I will give all these lands. So Hashem says, if he listens to him, he's going to develop. And v'herbeiti et zarecha kekochavei hashemayim, and I will multiply thy seed like the stars of the heavens. So we see that if Yitzchak does listen to him, doesn't go to Egypt, then he will make him great. And he tells him other things that will help to have Yitzchak understand all the good things that will happen to him. Vayeshev Yitzchak Begror. And so Yitzchak did move to Gror. And this is an area where he tries to develop wells. He tries two different ways. Yitzchak becomes very wealthy. And some people are becoming jealous of him, people that live in the communities. And when he tries to dig a well, it agitates people. So he dug one well, he named it in a way to indicate that there was contention with that well. He tried to dig another well, and again, that was named in a way to indicate that this also wasn't approved of by the people in the surrounding areas. So he removes himself from these areas and he goes to a different area to build the third well. And when we have the wording here, where he actually removed himself to go to another area, it's similar to a verse that's described with Abraham, when Abraham also removed himself. And after Abraham does this, and after Yitzchak builds the third well, which seems to be a well that is in an area that people aren't upset about his digging the well, he offers an offering to Hashem. Now, it's sort of implying that Yitzchak is developing in his personality, that perhaps the wealth that he had and his thoughts that he could just take any land and build a well there didn't totally have his whole thinking that Hashem was leading him and guiding him. But when he digs this third well, he does have an offering to Hashem. So we get an indication of the growth of Yitzchak. And after 20 years of he and Rivka not having children and going through these different journeys and these different experiences and these different developments, Hashem then feels it's time for Yitzchak to become a father. So Rivka becomes pregnant. And in her pregnancy, she is in discomfort. And we know the end of the story that she had twins. So anybody with twins would know that that's not an easy pregnancy, but she didn't know. And she went to Shem. Shem was the son of Noah. And she went to him. He was known to be a prophet, a wise person. And the question is, why did Rivka feel like she had to go to Shem? Why wasn't she able to go to her husband? And here we see Yitzchak has developed who he is. He's a wise person. He's also a prophet. And she doesn't go to him. She goes to Shem, and Shem interprets what she's going through by having conversations with Hashem, and then he's able to talk to her about what she's going through. So the question is like, why wasn't she able to go to her husband and discuss this? And we see that Yitzchak was sensitive when people came to him in a very obvious way about the wells. But his own wife, who was going through discomfort and turmoil, he wasn't as aware of. Perhaps if he would have made some gestures to her and opened up a conversation, maybe she would have had the ability to turn to him. I mean, there are times that we go to a therapist, we go to an outside person to help us, but there are times when people within our own midst, in our own families, might be able to help us, and maybe the person that is in need is not able to open up and to share with us. So we have to look around us and try to keep ourselves together at this time, but also look at the person a little bit to the right of us, a little bit to the left of us, our children, and think like maybe they're going through something and maybe in some way we can help them and they didn't even realize that we could help them. So that's my message for today. I will now turn our show over tonight to David, and he will lead us in the davening.
V'chun ranena l'Adonai nariya l'tzor yisheinu. Arbaim shana kut b'dar va'omar am to'e levav heim v'heim lo yadu derachai asher nishbati v'yapi im yivahun el menukasi. Shivat anoy shir chadar. Yismechu hashamayim v'sagel haaretz yiram hayom umlo'o yalos sodai v'chol asher bo oz yiranenu kol atzei yoar lifnei Adonai kiva lishpot haaretz yishpot tevel b'tzedek v'yamim v'yamunaso. Ohavei Adonai sinura, shomer nafshos chasidov, miyad rishayim yatzileim, or zoru ala tzadik, uli yishrei lev simcha, simchu tzadikim v'Adonai, dehodu lezecher kodsho. Neharos Shimcha Uchav, Yachad Harim Yiranenu, Lifnei Adonai Kiva, Lishpot Haaretz, Yishpot Tevel B'tzedek, V'yamim V'meishorim. Yamud anan yidaber alehem, shomru edosav v'chok nosan lamo. Adonai Eloheinu atah nisam, el nosei ha'yisa lahem, v'nokem al alilosam. Romimu Adonai Eloheinu, v'ishtachavu leharkacho, ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu. Kol Adonai Yechol El Ayalos, vayechesot Yorosu v'hechalo, kulo omer kavod. Adonai lamabu yashav, vayeshev Adonai melech li'olam. Adonai oz li'amo yitein, Adonai yivarech es amo v'shalom. Lechadodi likraskala pene Shabbos nikabila. Lechadodi likraskala pene Shabbos nikabila. Shamar v'zachar v'divur echad hishmianu el hamyuchad. Adonai echad u'shmo echad l'shem u'siferes v'lis hila. Ay 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 lechadodi, ay 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 likras kala, ay 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 p'nei Shabbos. Ay 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 nekabela likra Shabbos lechu v'nilcha ki mikor habiracha merosh mikedem nesufa sucha sof maaseh v'machashava techila. Ay 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 lecha dodi, ay 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 likras kala. Ay 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 pene Shabbos, ay 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 nekabela, mikdash melech ir melucha, kumitzi mitoch hafecha, rav lo sheves b'yemek habacha, v'hu yachamo alaychem la. Ay 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 lecha dodi, ay 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 likras kala. Ay 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 pene Shabbos, ay 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 nekabela, isnari meya for kumi, lipshi bigdei sifartechami, ayad ben yishai beis halachmi, karvo el nafshi geyala, ay 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 lecha dodi, ay 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 likras kala. Ay 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 pene Shabbos, ay 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 nekabela, hisorari, hivorechu miori, uri, shir daberi, kivod Adonai, alayich nigla, ay 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 lecha dodi, ay 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 likras kala, ay 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 pene Shabbos, ay 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 nekabela, lo seboshi v'lo sikolmi, ma tishtochachi umatemi, bach yechasu ani eyami, v'ni misayir al tihila, ay 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 lecha dodi, ay 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 likras kala, ay 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 pene Shabbos, ay 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 nekabela, v'hayu limshisa shasayich, v'rachaku kol mivalayich, yasis alayich Elohayich, kimsos kasan al kahala. Ay 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 lecha dodi, ay 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 likras kala, ay 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 pene Shabbos, ay 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 nekabela, yamin u'shmol tifrotzi, v'es Adonai ta'ariti, al yarish ben parti, v'nismecha v'nagila. Ay, 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 lecha dodi. Ay, 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 likras kala. Ay, 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 pene Shabbos. Ay, 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 nekabela. Boi v'shalom ateres bala. Gam v'simcha u'v'tzala. Tach emunei am segula. Boi chala. Boi chala. Ay, 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 lecha dodi. Ay, 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 likras kala. Ay, 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 pene Shabbos. Ay, 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 nekabela.
Okay, I want to wish everyone a good Shabbos. You can
Shabbos.
unmute yourself and wish each other good Shabboses. I think the sun is starting to come out again, so hopefully it'll be a nice sunny Shabbos. And
Shabbos,
it's
everyone.
definitely cooler. So Harry, have a good Shabbos.
Shabbos,
George?
good Shabbos.
You welcoming back? Are we welcoming you back, George? Or have you been here?
I've been here for 3 weeks, maybe
Bye,
4.
Harry. Have a good Shabbos. You're here 3 weeks?
Shabbos.
Okay. All right. Hi, Herschel. I'm not sure where you are. Oh, you must be in Florida. I see the fan. Okay, welcome back. I guess I'll see you out walking, Ron. Have a good Shabbos. Thank you
Shabbos.
for everything, Ron. And David, thank you so much. In regards to Sharon, have a
Shabbos,
good
everyone.
Shabbos. And then there are a few phone numbers here. I don't know who they are. I think that's everybody. All right. Have a good
Talent agent.
Shabbos, everyone. What?
Talent scouts.
I can't hear you, but okay. You have a good Shabbos.
Shabbos.
Benji, you know what? I can't end this, I don't think. Oh, here we go. Okay.